God created them male and female is a verse that is constantly used to argue that human gender and sex exist in a strict, unbending binary. But what if we take a closer look at both scripture and science? When we read Genesis, the text says that God created male and female, but there is nothing in scripture indicating that God only created this binary. Think about the rest of the creation story. God creates day and night, but we also have the beautiful spectrums of dawn and dusk. God creates land and sea, but we've got coral reefs and beaches and marshes. The same is true for humanity. Scientifically, biological sex is not a simple binary. It's a highly complex result of combinations between chromosomes, gonads, genes, genitals. Intersex, transgender, and non-binary people have always existed throughout history. When religious systems force humanity into this rigid binary, they actively ignore the beautiful, expansive spectrum of God's creation. God doesn't make mistakes, and the gender spectrum is proof of divine creativity. The New Testament kind of challenges the idea of a strict gender binary. When people use the Bible to argue against transgender and non-binary identities, aside from Genesis, they also often ignore the radical inclusivity of the early Christian church. In Galatians 3:28, Paul writes, "There is no longer male and female, for all of you are one in Jesus Christ." This is a profound theological statement that our rigid earthly categories don't limit God's love or define our spiritual reality. The Apostle Paul's vision of the church is one body with many parts, teaching us that unity is found in our diversity. Every person enriches the community with their unique perspective. As long as you're being honestly and authentically you, you're a true reflection of the divine. Reducing human beings to a strict gender binary isn't divine truth. It's a limitation we place on an infinite God. If you don't fit into the box that you've been told you're supposed to fit into, just remember that Christ broke the box. You are loved, you are valid, and you are made in the image of God.